Abusani como our channel so aha AGH politics albany. When your podcast of September, a make is making headlines. Na Jemre na EDB exomo. Ni dim ya braxi mo mesha say young political highways. When you get them any asem koto akra. Na sa agenda 11 project na when you former president na nada dan kwa bufuado. Say ODCC hospitals our district ni nyina mu. When you sa do say ko pie mu no nya asem koto akra. Na according to a year community TV PMU away Accra FM so no watch say one project be a nesika a war contract in $80 million na omu eton contract na edema a private individuals na omu 10% ne de nyasem koto akra ene no omu ko kra nyasem koto yemunrem na ehwe ne yeko ani de ba AGH politics app
who the echoes will come
out as in say when did
this is a contract been see at Agenda 11 hospital and then Musa man no to focus at come some of the come the position hitting the can want it was he a ton contract number individual no major 10% and the imagine say Agenda 11 hospital you catch yourself back could be a worth around $80 million now what you 10% now back for you know saying menyame make kini na kofa bae obi a wo dance any different
rebel no na no see man ni yire bia wo no
and also see any devotion there no so bae say you be so their contract bia ba worth of $55 million na ni pakro ne demand 11% of that contract but on 7% outrightly but the major focus nyane say only the problem nyane say mo ka say mo dwon man Ghana for one I didn't a contract na do this police ne ba say obeya Agenda 11 hospitals no mo koto a mo je mo 10% I feel the mo tana ban mo 8 years at a point in time and I'm saying mo pay to me about at all costs no in the year 2024 Nanado as a government and as a president his excellency move the whole government machinery eco commission a hospital onu amu ni trimpe face nipa ko ontimi konya paracetamol kra and before they did that omo yesa so obekache so mo dream police one then that is quite unfortunate na anyi bia no party edwine Ghana ho mo baye adna e friend no capping and realignment ad no mo de baye no almost all statutory funds MP before cutting no mo just can no mo dey go consolidated account no adan mo dey koye budget support health insurance levy we ye hyehyeye a sebi e ko from ho e ko board the ordinary Ghanaian ne hwan we ye police recruitment na waka say bia ye ko for NDC for na ko for MP before sebi ye release district assembly common fund ne kwa wona wakura se woni nsuo no wona wakura se wo market ase wo school dan apa no no ye ko ya ye nka se high NDC na se MPP ye ko ye ma atimamfo ni na wo ba ye no you kept it at a point in time no even get fund do you know what they did scan na nya about 62% no 52% of them no mo dey adna friend dash bond this is the handiwork of MPP. Inti Ghana for the munim and I am because one of the elections are pass a good verdict the year 2024. Nipa now more than the bass or economic wizard no. Or could you see money to me no? You know the scorecard. It was a sounding rejection on his side. And so let's leave them and this will cause why the human excellency John Dramani Mama by persons with disability call free. No free stretch policy no so aba and the student plus loan and the student saving loan no akona nim we ye niema aba na to bring some relief to the ordinary Ghanaian. Now to the major topic tariffs increment no na me person me no be this ankomo we you see one say enna ma money say me ye okurum panti no de bia no nsem say ba ye shifted the focus from the institution base no na dey akọ so aban say MPP say NDC the entire makers and say PURC institution a omo to me say quarter bia no obi say dey na quarter say afene ye wo mu 3 for 12 months into 3 months bia one quarter into quarter bia no omo betena se no mo review hwe niam aba vis-a-vis the revenue mobilization from this say Ghana Water say Ghana Electricity Company of Ghana no ma hwe ni nyina no ma de so mo be se so na so metum ben pimpi na no no na PURC de omo ya ne de omo timi ye ho ade pa so mutum na what kind the energy commission report now ye were a responsibility a ese sa institution water company ni electricity company no omo so mo ye and you know the interesting thing in that report no it's a be omo de bana we hear the energy commission omo just say at no point in time even the world standard just say losses on your national generation, no, it should be maximum 8%. By Ghana, ECG and Netco, it may record as high as 30% of losses through technical means and I say through illegal connections amount for a year. Imagine say you are producing your national grid, now you are losing 30% of that amount. You can imagine the quantity and I say effect there. But PUSC phone as an institution, they don't demand this critical question from ECG. And time beyond there is the ordinary Ghanaian there. Suffer this I don't know, it's a negligence. Look, ECG and I said do some come by and saying me tear the former MD, I friend do big. No, make a point to be said. Was if on a daily basis, no, when they release I don't know dependable on a daily basis, once I'm not panel baby na quite or say there are losses around that time.
Okay.
So what system I will put it in place so that our losses will keep hold of them.
So the system that we are putting in place is to increase tariffs.
Tariffs, but we are not dealing with the root cause. Because at the end of the day, me can report me 2 times, and I find it difficult to understand. And I have to be very blunt here. Because look, at the same time, fuel is not expensive as compared to some 2022, 2023. At the same time, the Ghanaian city is doing well. Regardless, we are recording inflation at the lowest point for the past 40 years. So on the face of this, I didn't say it's an increment, no. But there's a vacuum, there's a gap. You new call any of the losses. 30% is unheard of. Your countries like Rwanda is doing about 17%. South Africa, ESCOM, they are doing 8%. It's Oba using inflation as a whipping boy. Oba you see the city strength as a whipping boy. No what they are to. Meanwhile, no, there's a responsibility. I say, ECG and I said that Ghana want to come must also answer. They are not doing that. Not they be the ordinary Ghanaian there. I think so. No, is and you see, look. People take advantage near their question buying and they are not performing their responsibilities. When I said their course was a big push and a big push, contractor work or mobilization, so work site. Your amount KPI say after every 3 months, no, the road contract should get to this percentage. What just ask no? What is a minister but no computer? And so first no, a bunch of mokana, ubetena my raising certificate in Jamaica. Yet what will be the reason? And to me, the men come away and say, I say demand more from PUS. Say they should not only be interested in increments. They should also deal with the root cause. Root cause near them. The big Kasim say, or the batteries be by say, it should be able to tap in this energy number capacity number release. Say in the morning time, a bit more absorb it, then we don't record 30% of losses. That is serious. Now look, another critical thing. Omutu we munira kwa na da se na nke wo ye light ni ebibia. On the same ECG report, I don't know customer satisfaction analysis on where interestingly, Ghanaians 30% of Ghanaians express displeasure on energy power cuts. 30% of Ghanaians, and who so pay the KPIs determine the stress test and the performance level of ECG. I did power out a power supply. That's a Ghanaians, about 30% of Ghanaians are telling you say they are not happy with the way we do light. And also 24% of what call low said no what me say ya sunlight pass won't mean charge your phone. Ya sunlight pass or fan and yajuma. Ya sunlight pass will fridge into me yajuma. 24% of Ghanaians says no, this is what ECG is doing. And that notwithstanding no, who share say be would like to cry there. I say would like do a power outage be a swat of poor baby. Ghanaians are about 7%. A delay as some of fix it. Meanwhile, Danny Danina, yet ye too. Ubecob area B, only so the next quarter near the year too. What is the institution doing? What is going on? Then echo so what is the missing link? Yamumayente and Wasi. Share. Oh, share their bang we are your pa. That's still a year who's increment now. When you didn't make us. Me say MP for me on press conference no. I'm a say. Yana de be na NDC communicators ya say ye beto IMF omo man hye be say every quarterly be na say den ye increase tariffs no. For the matter of fact na say eyampa those statements are true. Didn't make say true. In the fourth review of the IMF no. Omo catch say Ghana, you are be a friend of the long-standing under energy recovery. Yeah, Bano, even in the year 2025, at Force and Kaisimbi, also one of the biggest risks Ghana is facing in our financial space now. The decline ECG. The Tosumi a cocoa board. I want you to ECG quite the car by 68 billion Ghana cedis. And here a legacy debt too. And then so IPPs or more light and Yamkani Krumano. Neka on $1.4 billion.
Yeah.
A ban way buy no. Me chill their ban here. Benham said the institutions are not working into no. We are still suffering. Because the government become the shipping boy. And that should not be entertained. And you see here, a ban way buy no. Me no jitum say, sa legacy debt no. Yeah, I didn't friend no say yeah. We are split across the 4-year period. Last year, we paid about 1.4 billion Ghana cedis of that amount. And this time around, every year on a year basis, you $300 million. Compare say 2028. The industry players act here, and that payment is ongoing. Legacy debt now that was 68 billion Ghana cedis. In the year 2025, first budget of Addo ﷺ, or making a budget allocation of 28 billion Ghana cedis, not just the allocation alone, he went ahead to pay those monies, as though that is not enough. In the year 2026, no, or also make a budget allocation of 15.2 billion, and he's paying those monies. You buy, no, they had the World Bank partial rest guarantee now, $500 million. No, the government of the day has restored that. Abane is coughing this colossal amount into a year. In all of this, say before baby say D11 yes yes the cultural legacy debt too. By presidential threat of Nanado, a catcher say light bay na minu to ofie no enya de ebetuma de akoto crude oil power this plant am my de anya nyinam kania enti de che nyina say in the time pass no na every year bia no aban spending about $1.2 billion so or the koto fuel no de power sa plants na yanya light and now am ka say we are just space for the petroleum sector there ye the one city air back one city no might say we are getting $500 million out of the one city. That the children say a band has to go and look for money from the taxpayer money about 700 million Ghana cedis. No, they are back now $1.2 billion. Near they are talk fuel and they are bridges our plans to generate power for us. And what is the government doing? After we are building another 1,200 megawatts to add up. Who call the upstream petroleum sector? Is it the 10 Falls? Is it the Jubilee? Is it Nigeria? They've increased their production. Jubilee is now doing around 200,000 of gas.
Yeah.
So that you know when you say gas is relatively cheaper. The Abane is doing all this thing to make sure that in the coming years no, we have lower gas so that we can power this Agenda11 plan and all of that. Maybe man in the next 30 seconds no. This government of the day has signed what called a partnership with TENS about $1.4 billion. Say they should generate more. Sankofa they've signed about with them about $2 billion. Huge sum of money. So periods, you know, and in the next review, no, when they're coming, almost on for the KPI, the performance indices of ECG, Nelco and Water Company, almost the nation they use also Perus. It's not every day be a exchange rate and then the dollar will always be the shipping boy. Not Ghana for when they actually made us bar.
So that was Filippo Quabre Kasem Massa than broker Kente Trade Shop. Or the NDC must unite and bounce back stronger than before. All right. Eric Darius, say good evening. Good evening, Eric. And John Kweku Sabio say, when did you know all this? Ayram Dollar Fiawu or say hi. Yeah, Ayram, hi. How are you doing? And Achu Kwashio say the problem of MPP is just the same as one who thinks everybody is like him or her. Ghanaians are just patiently waiting. Okay, Ghanaians are just patiently waiting for their 2028 campaign message. Wallahi, it go be keke MPP share. All right. When you saw the Nana Osei Kofi say Otafrija, it's funny when I hear my people talk like this. Tell my comrade, the MPP man, he is lying. Used to be egg that used to be 5 CDs. It's now 2 CDs 50 pesos. Don't call me. All right. Don't call me. And you see what boys can't buy. What there's fire on the mountain in MPP. We'll still have gas to lie. Otafrija, you cry. Why? Okay, Mate. All right. Okay. Yo. My membra na minko minwe ho na yensan bra. Enti Philip, your take on this idea minority 4 year they on say NDC should come and justify why, and I say ₦RRSong, let me put it that way, should come and justify why the increment.
Anyway, Mesa do asibi. Mama nyi nyama me no sure me bra kai. NDC is trying, but it's not enough. What's I say? Expectation Ghana for expected for below 30%. In school, make us say money and as if or count free stress fee as more okay. It's any worth because when we are now or Tiffany or Tiemino and the parents in this canoe. On this can could see and Roma or bed there. Now, unlike free education at the buyer, say Chaco seller eba. Zero no fee between the back school. It's not the same as the Emibra Kane. Ogrofa year school omatwa pray niska omuchamo room. To catch him so room na ade yemano yan find this gamana and laughable as a scam we say bine ye put in place. And now no can say ogrofa bread each and every day. Me phone so kwafo a big 20 sere bedi e bi dinne kwa bi ne bi ne me free konya me na madanse ni wa crack or faka ba fie enya common 10 cities afaka.
Yeah,
so what sana as you are masturbating as asema o kana se unu na osre and sometimes it send these communicators na masre this is not what is really reflected on the grounds. People are suffering and now I'm not gonna say even though I see inflation of 3.something%, the only team no trust room and on private care no, they can understand the real situation happening on the grounds. Chief, easy. It's not easy because I buy way no. We have vote to na. No Ghana do rescue mu. I say omo na eba be rescue om. Omo adwen no. But na omo say omo yeda da no, omo hi omo yeda da no. Because around that time and the COVID, I banned my team. And people were fighting for their lives because the COVID kunkum for meso TV na Italy for 500,000 plus US na by way every week we get TV so fellow Ghanaians na or some crying no I catch them say Ghana for me twema I will sacrifice the economy and make sure say me save my life. But economy will definitely bounce back. It's in around quite a peak time of COVID no inflation was through. Gradually things were getting better. But Georgia say by any the BPI politics to assess in so called talk Mr. Mahama the politics. In so autonomy politics. Eka this issue our ₦RRSong we asma yekan. Eka enye matter say come too much. But any the every state and or catch say yenya ban free then dealing with the institution, you know. But one time, you know, at Simpson and out Dango Kufado, and the ECG boss. I see it's on the year MD for Ghana Water. I on the MD for GIUSA. Almost single answer air for turbine was putting in. But they dealt with the president, you know. Did they know? But then my dear Google coming in, no. Mama for one year. At the time, I need Ghana flight. Your issue, almost a president Kotrem. You see, on repair your politics, but sometimes you didn't come out as a youth. But you grow up in politics. We need to take our time and deal with issues. Maybe be any politics. What can say be there? You were trying to make the breakdown of everything. If I know what I may ban,
okay.
But you see, and you're buying us said I say you bet me. I put two right systems in place. Ghana, enough a real bogu. Ya drama say you try there are certain area as a solar. You try. And then call elsewhere Dubai and other places. They are making good use of sun. But Africa really bogu. We are not making good use of. And if you now no can say yes, street lights. Yeah, street light I dey barely minumi enu nyina no. o drive na jokra ehu the main road obi kra free outside no ties wa bagana on nam
it's been so since.
Now I'm trying to say it's something we need to solve.
We have to.
You understand? I must. Oh, try obi free we say background no say so like this on if you cross say you are not paying attention to it you rose okay be said the main way say from Castle Main Road we do that one junction yes a film a quiet 24 fast official road now crazy traffic 2 hours then the traffic him Kaya to Castle Main Road from a wager to a calling now say it's 2 hours so the traffic in a productive time or quite you wait man make profit I'm also minus it doesn't mean say you penny for more track so no blind when are people in opposition it's all okay not some of us were thinking say in this period just about less than 2 years or more power no it can and yema in place but today if you ask me there's nothing happening in my constituency and wait my beer to Ablikuma West there's no project happening no roads nothing the way I house and hot here and now when the be like phone lines ni too now be friend for say ya the motor chance ma ko agubabi nothing even what do you call it hospital honorable esla eye bibia the best gum is the still the same me ano we quite on my community yeah only hospital polyclinic eye small yard and buy my dream say them be I think about almost 50 something best and you be no pictures in now on ma till now you nwe found eti amamu no sabi ye de sum ye de mawa ye da mawo se be sum nipa na mam nipa kom ha ya ma fa ma say be fa free Egypt na fa ko Canaan ba o de ya free Egypt no o de akose jam sara ban we akwakoye and you know
that's how you see it
and communicators no adani PRO for this government you never no kran or pa Mike Nechia na different thing but they did I can say the real judge are the people going through the hardship the real judge na go for mutie I come and sit here to speak to a side the base of my party
we ain't some how it course watching and so mama and I was so jem right as an so why didn't you do be a sign also